So let's start with what you asked Wendy if you could say or not. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was asked the first question. And I was like, oh, hang on, I don't know if I can reveal that. Lance is wrestling with his some old demons as he comes back from season 5, all upset about his dead daughter.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, we've really seen your character has
Not
had
for the first time, is it?
Your character has had to go through such a rough time, and I mean, emotionally, that's just got to be, for him, it's just got to be completely draining. How does he move forward from here, and how does he continue, and how does he support the idea of what the Arrow is all about from this point?
Well, we don't know what the Arrow is going to be about coming into season 5.
Right.
Obviously, we don't know that yet, how that's going to evolve. But no, for Lance, no, he's in a bad way. I think it's probably the worst way ever. Believe it or not. I think it is. Yeah, no, it's the worst way ever. He doesn't. He's suffering badly.
Yeah. And are we gonna see that play out in an interesting way in this current season?
Yeah.
But you can't talk about it. I
Yeah.
got it.
And there's some new interesting sort of dynamics between who he's relating with these days as well. It was a nice surprise that the writers sort of threw up, and we've started that now, and it's been enjoyable. So yeah, they do it every year. Everyone's dynamics and relationships shift a bit. Love you, hate you, love you, blah blah blah, changes. And they've done the same thing this year. It's this nice shift with all the characters in that sense.
How hard was it to do the scene on Legends where you break the news to Sarah and sort of have to
Well, it felt like just doing a scene in Arrow, to be honest. Sat in the Arrow bunker and just wondering who the crew was, going, they're all different. No, it was from a character point of view. Well, not much fun. Telling one daughter the other daughter's dead. Not much fun. Nice to play, and good stuff to play around with from an acting point of view. But from a character point of view, and it's just the stuff we've been shooting, the last few weeks since we've been back. I kind of wasn't. I hadn't quite ready, or I hadn't quite realised how heavy it was all going to be. I just seem to be bursting into tears about every 10 minutes. Here we go, season 5. It's good though, it's good, some good stuff.
Well, you have a great deadpan sense of humor in real life, and I think Detective Lance could really use some levity eventually. I mean, he's getting hammered left and right with family issues and stuff like that. Have you asked them to give you any kind of comedic material at all on the show?
Oh no, I would never ask for comedic material. I was terrified when I saw that Bees script. And I remember reading and thinking, what is this, an episode of Seinfeld or something? It was like, why is this all so funny? And of course it was a brilliant move because it was right before it was the episode before Laurel got killed and everything went dark for the last 4 episodes. But I was quietly terrified. I'm terrified of comedy. But I was quite, if you just stick to the truth, as long as you don't try and be funny, you remember the fighting chance. But if you try and be funny, then forget about it. You might as well go home. But so I just sort of stuck to the truth of Lance being like, just how he generally reacts to things as that sort of grounded individual. And it was kind of fun in the end. I was quite surprised when I saw some of it back. It was quite funny. And then there was the piggyback thing. When I had to when Curtis and I are chasing the bees around, and that was completely weird improv sort of moment of why am I suddenly piggybacking a 6'5" man with huge hair? What is going on? But it happened, and it stayed in the cut. So that was quite funny.